So, are you taking AP Chemistry next year?
Yeah, are you?
I am.
Wait, come back. You guys are taking AP Chemistry next year?
Yeah!
You're taking AP Chemistry next year?
Yeah!
Well, watch this video about dimensional analysis so you can learn some things that will be reviewed in the fall. Yeah. What is dimensional analysis? Dimensional analysis is a problem-solving technique that uses conversion factors to change a measurement from one unit to another. Whoa, how did I get here? Now that you know about dimensional analysis, let's try something. These shapes here represent units. Our goal is to get from squares to circles. We've broken this equation up into two parts, squares to triangles and then triangles to circles. Okay, this squares, we're going to put it over 1, which is equal to a square. To get to triangle, you multiply it by the ratio of triangles to squares, which shows you that this many squares is equal to this many triangles. You multiply this square over 1 by triangle over square so that this square cancels out and this square cancels out, and you're left with triangle. Now we're going to go from triangles to circles. Since we have triangles already, we're going to put that over 1, because this will be your answer, triangles over 1, which equals triangles. You're going to multiply that by the ratio of circles to triangles, which again shows you how many triangles is in this many circles. You multiply these two so that this triangle cancels out and this triangle cancels out, and you're left with your answer, circle. Now let's try it with a real world example using real numbers and real units, going from gallons to milliliters. Let's say, Alex. Thank you. Let's say you have 2 gallons of Elmer's glue and a 20 milliliter cup, and you want to find out how many of these 20 milliliter cups are in this Elmer's glue. We're starting off with our 2 gallons over 1, which is equal to 2. To be able to get to our final answer, first we need to multiply gallons by liters. And we need to multiply this by the ratio of liters to gallons. So we have 1 gallon is equal to 3.78 liters. You multiply across, numerator times numerator, and denominator times denominator. The gallons cancel out, and you're left with 2 times 3.78 liters, which is equal to 7.56 liters. In the second half of the conversion, you're going to start off with 7.56 liters, which we got from the first conversion of gallons to liters, over 1. You're going to multiply that by the milliliter to liter ratio. 1 liter is equal to 1,000 milliliters. You multiply numerator times numerator and denominator times denominator. The liters cancel out, and your answer will be 7,560 milliliters. Now, since we were using 20 milliliter cups, we're going to divide that by 20 milliliters, and your answer will be 378 20 milliliter cups is equal to 2 gallons of Elmer's glue. It's too loud in here. Let's go to a different spot and talk about moles. Much better.
What is a mole?
What is a mole? What's a mole?
What is a mole? Thanks, Nikila. I'm glad you asked. Now let me tell you what a mole is. Now that you've learned about dimensional analysis and what a mole is, let's talk about molar mass. Molar mass, also called molecular weight, is the mass in grams of 1 mole of a substance. To find the molar mass of an element, we need to look at the periodic table.
Hey, I'm not the guy before, but I can still help you. So now, we're going to find the molar mass of sulfuric acid. And to do that, we're going to find the individual weights of all of the component atoms. Okay, so first we have to look at the first element in the formula, which is hydrogen. And we look at the periodic table and we find that the atomic weight is 1 AMU. And because atomic weight is proportional to molar mass, we can convert that 1 AMU into 1 gram of hydrogen and 1 mole of hydrogen particles. And because there are 2 particles in the formula, that translates into 2 moles of hydrogen. So we take 1 gram, times it by 2 moles to get 2 grams and 1 mole of sulfuric acid. Now, we take the same thing and we apply it to the sulfur. The atomic weight of sulfur is 32.1 AMU, and we translate that into 32.1 grams in 1 mole, because there is 1 particle in the formula. And now we look at oxygen, which has an atomic weight of 16 AMU. Translating that into grams, we get 16 grams, and there are 4 particles of 4 moles. So we take 16, times it by 4, and we get 64 grams. Now to find the molar mass of the entire molecule, we add up all of the individual molar masses of the component atoms, hydrogen, sulfur, and oxygen, add them together to get 98.1 grams as the molar mass of sulfuric acid.
Hey, today we're going to find the number of moles in 60 grams of sulfuric acid. From the previous problem, we found that 98.1 grams is in 1 mole of sulfuric acid. If we had 60 grams, then we can multiply by the ratio 1 mole to 98.1 grams to find the number of moles. By multiplying it out, you cross out the grams to only have the moles left. When you multiply it out, the sig figs would be 2, since in the problem there's a decimal point after the 0 and the 60. From my calculations, we found that it's 0.61 moles of sulfuric acid.
So guys, what'd you learn in this video today?
I learned to use dimensional analysis to do conversions between units.
I learned that a mole is Avogadro's number, which in scientific notation is 6.02 times 10 to the 23rd power.
That's cool! You'll be learning more about this stuff in AP Chemistry and you'll be able to use it there too. Thanks for watching. Bye! You multiply across, numerator times numerator, and denominator times denominator. Wait, come back! Let's say you have 2 gallons of Elmer's glue. Give me. Let's. What is dimensional analysis? What is dimensional analysis? Dimensional analysis is the technique problem solving. What is a mole? I'm glad you asked. Let me tell you.
Go.
What's a mole?
What?
Go.
What is a mole?
What is a mole? Thanks, Nikila. I'm glad you asked. Let me tell you what a mole is. Okay, stop.